I go to your channel and copy the link? Or...
I'll just send it to you real quick.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's like perfectly fine.
My server too?
Yeah, ping everyone. No, just go ping TX. Spam it.
What?
Yeah, like spam it. Just spam in every single server you have. And don't worry, Puppet help. Puppet will be your lawyer in case you get that.
Okay. Alright, here. I'm gonna put the link in the little chat that we have, and then...
Okay.
There we go. And then, oh wait, we quickly changed the thumbnail. I forgot that. Wait. Fuck.
Okay, I'm just happy to... Okay, you guys share it to every single server. I'm not even joking about that.
Huh?
No, share it to every single server.
Oh yeah, I'll put in my server as well. Let me just, let me...
Okay. Oh, this is big.
Let me take the
Gosh,
screenshot.
Okay, I'm gonna invite you, Eli.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you?
Online.
Okay, I found you. No, I sent you an invite, fam. Okay. Did you accept?
I did accept, yes.
Because I'm not checking on the here. But you should game. Right, we've got Eli. Make music, man. You're gonna be here, so I'll invite you too.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wait, I actually forgot to invite. No, Eli, can you invite music, man? I have to quickly solve a few issues.
He's here. Okay. Now, do this. Alright. Audio.
Yay! Yo!
Okay, now, go here. Oh God, okay. Here we go. Okay. Let me edit that.
Oh. Pew pew.
Alright. It should work, hopefully.
Hey, where did Papa go?
He said he had to go take care of something real quick. Whatever that means.
I guess I'll ask your chat. Is like the VC coming over well for you all?
Yeah, let me make sure the...
Check. Hope it is. Otherwise, that would make me sad. I'm just talking and then nobody hears anything.
Yeah, can you guys hear me? If not, I can switch to a different device, but hopefully I think this will work. Yeah, let me connect here. Yeah, can you guys hear me? Oh, let me pause that. Okay. All right, can everybody hear Music Man? Yes, maybe.
Hi, everybody.
Possibly.
Yes, Jockey, Magician OP.
Oh God.
Specifically, your Magician OP. I know he'll respond to that.
Okay, let me share this in my Discord as well. We're at it.
Alright, I think they can hear.
Cool.
They can hear.
Okay, let me go here. Announcements. Oh, he's back. Wow, welcome back.
I'm trying to get it's exciting to host a tournament.
Yes.
It really is.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be. I mean, I expect more people to watch the tournament, hopefully. Because it really depends how many people are watching the tournament, you know, for the Jizzle and Jazz. That team.
It'll be fun also to watch some high tier quality, you know, for voice chat gameplay. It's always different when that happens.
Yeah, that's very different. That's very different.
I'm the hunter. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Fuck's sake.
Puppet, I'll have you teach me Hellember later, Puppet, and
Yeah, so I got you.
right, yeah, sure.
But you need the Moonface or Mr. Puppet skin.
Ah man, I'm gonna have to save up for that. We'll see.
Yeah, you
I
got to buy
got
that first.
I got the Mr. Puppet one.
I got the Moonface one.
Next, we'll just compliment each other.
Yeah, screw you, Eli, no one cares about you.
Oh. Damn.
He just needs like the third beta skin or whatever, right? There was another one with
I
like
think so.
electricity cap or whatever.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Oh, wait, how did you get that one? I think you can't get it.
It was through the Flames, but I think they were only open last season.
I'm not too exactly sure on this. I just know those two are available.
Well,
What's the map between the Moonlit?
according to Joggy, if the teams don't play Magician, we have to ban them. So it's like
That makes sense.
yeah. New rules, new rules.
Yeah.
It's co-rules,
It's
co-rules.
Okay, cool. So can you give me moderator for the chat so I can just ban people whenever I want?
No.
I'm just gonna spam give me mod until give me mod, by the way.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay, it's getting kind of boring.
all right. Well, moving into the first round here, we're gonna have one survivor ban, as it always is in the first round. It looks like Moonlit River Park. Is that the first map we're looking at? I believe here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta quickly do something. I gotta quickly do a thing.
Oh.
At the channel. Yeah, I
Cool,
gotta
good.
like.
Interesting first pick for a map. Usually in these types of settings, at least what I found in IPL, that it's either like the Arms Factory or the Ever Sleeping pick first. So
Yeah.
Moonlit's an interesting pick. Maybe they
That's something.
yeah.
Did your stream end?
No.
No, it must be my fault. Okay, so we have everyone here.
Yeah. Looks like we're good to go.
Let the game begin.
All right. Well, based off Moonlit being the first round, I'm really interested to see the character selection from the hunter side. I mean, I would typically, expect some hunter that would be favorable on this map. There aren't that many, but there are some hunters with good map pressure, such as something like Wuching. But I would not expect that in the first round. We'll see the character selection from the hunter side yet again.
Yeah, I know for sure this hunter specifically was really high up on the violinist leaderboard, so
yes.
we can expect to see that as either around 1 or around 2 pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like Gardener possibly from the survivors here. That's something you see not a lot here in NAEU, but used quite a bit over in the mainland China meta. So I'm interested to see how this might impact here. Yeah, absolutely. Specifically for Bloody Queen, but
Yeah, I was gonna say specifically, yeah, you use that to counter Bloody Queen.
Single hit, because sometimes when you counter Gardener.
absolutely. And
It got really fast because the Gardener marks.
yeah, immediate mechanic ban. As we see mechanic being the best decoding character in this game currently. Not wanting to have to deal with that Cypher Rush, immediately banning that. We're just seeing Explorer, the number 2 decoder, coming into effect here for the survivors. Yeah, waiting on the rest of the character selections. We actually do see a cowboy, which is not something you see, especially first round. That's very surprising. But
you see a Gardener Explorer, not Gardener. That's not really better. Combo it really depends on the skill, not really always on the character.
yeah.
That's what comes into play.
Absolutely cool. Hovering over Violinist and Bloody Queen. I mean, I expect on Moonlit River Park, Bloody Queen is a very strong character, very formidable on a large map like Moonlit. And they did counterpick with that Gardener, so we'll see what Kami's opts to go with though.
I would not be surprised if we see that violinist come out earlier. I mean, we saw that in Ravi's tournament that he did give the free man when he played violinist on the place, but we might see that, especially to go against that Gardener. I'd be surprised to have like first.
Yeah. And just waiting on the final hunter selection. Finally hovering over that violinist. Looks like violinist will most likely be the character selection. Yep, it is. Violinist not typically one of the slower hunters actually in the game. Not typically used on maps like Moonlit River Park, but you know, after seeing this gardener as a character selection, I think Kami's general idea here is just like, they're playing a character that counters the character I was probably going to originally play. Let's play the other one and go right back at them.
Yeah, I know that typically, usually what's used is like downright and then wait, but I know a lot of violinists, once it comes to like larger maps, if they're playing a Lakeside or playing a Moonlit, a lot of times they'll actually go up, down, and carry Berserker and whatnot. They'll also carry Teleport instead if they're really comfortable with the shape.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see the trait as well.
Yeah, but let's get the first match of my first tournament, or second tournament started.
He is 4, so that's going to be working carousels, likely where the hunter's going to go. There's also going to be someone that's on the first map, and we can see he's going right to that working carousel. That can be expected.
Violinist rotating over towards working carousel here, immediately catching onto the trail, possibly of the mercenary. This is not ideal. This is pretty good rotation from the survivors so far, as long as the the rest of them can stay hidden, and the mercenary doesn't give a free hit here. This could be pretty favorable. But unfortunately, yeah, into the gardener. That's a little bit of a unfortunate for the survivors there. But she does have that bubble to buy a little bit of extra time here, possibly. To avoid that first note there. That's a pretty big deal. Forcing him to hit into that bubble. Nope, swinging and missing there, unfortunately. I think he's probably going to go ahead and knock it off right here. No, it doesn't look like it. Possibly trying to wait it out.
There it is, yeah.
Oh, but he teleports away here. And oh, he finds the Explorer. Yeah, this is a big find there. Gonna go ahead and break this pallet. We do see that fast pallet breaking speed, just like you said, Music Man, and we're gonna see him get the first hit, possibly on the Explorer right here. There it is. Let's see if he can make it to the roller coaster, but with that note back online, I don't think it's gonna be a possibility at this point.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's gonna get into the coaster. There it is.
Yeah, but a good move from the violinist, following up behind, able to get on along with him there.
Gonna want to come out right. Yeah, all straight there.
And, yeah, we do see that down. A little bit of mind game there from the Explorer, possibly trying to escape the violinist. But once you get on the roller coaster as a hunter, there's not much you can do, from the survivor side. Unfortunately, usually ends in a down. And we're going to see that first survivor on the rocket chair. Not too bad time wasted for these survivors. We're going to see the Cowboy Cypher about 80% of the way done. This is pretty good decoding progress, but not quite ideal, as it is that Explorer going down first.
Yeah, and also that mercenary rotating into the gardener also disrupted that Cypher rush, so the other Cyphers don't have as much progress as these survivors probably would have liked.
Absolutely, looks like he's going to go ahead and take that. Yeah, that's perfect. Go ahead, tunnel the Explorer here. He knows he has about 20 seconds of that tide turner before any real time is lost. And he's going to go for that note. Let's see if he can get the hit on the Explorer here. And good job from the Explorer, able to avoid that hit using that broken window speed boost to transition around this area. Buying a little bit of extra time, but I think he will probably go down here and will go down. That is a double down. That's a pretty big deal for the violinist to slow down the Cypher rush.
This basement here, love to see. No,
Don't
it
believe
doesn't
so.
appear like basements. Again, it dies on that Cypher though. The Cypher's gotta be getting close, right?
Yeah, I think it's about 90% of the way down. We're going to see who goes in for the rescue. Looks like that mercenary transitioning around this outer bridge area, trying to make a sneaky rescue while the gardener distracts. I'm going for a double save with the Cowboy down. That's very risky. Nobody is currently decoding at this point. Oh, unfortunately missing that note there, though. And good save from the gardener.
Just barely timed out slightly out. He was trying to get the ultimate ability to activate, like, after the bubble ran out, and try to get that double hit that way.
Right.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but...
We are going to see him secure the down on the Explorer. This is the big deal. This is going to most likely guarantee the tie for the most part. We're going to see him get shared again. Were they able to pop that bridge cipher? It looks like they were able to do so. So 2 cipher machines remaining. These survivors need to take time to heal up if possible, though. It looks like the cowboy continuing to decode here, so expect possibly a teleport to that 2-story cipher, and potentially maybe go ahead and tunnel that cowboy while these other survivors try to heal up.
So one thing that I would want to keep in mind as a hunter here, I would probably prioritize the cowboy that's at the 2-story, because look, the last 3 ciphers are kind of clumped together if you go that route. They can pop this 3rd stop cipher here, but I mean, in the end, if the last ciphers are really clumps, cowboy's gonna pop it. Now they got the ciphers more spread apart.
I see what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're going to see him working on that cipher. It looks like about prime. We'll see if they go ahead and pop. They are going to go ahead and pop that last cipher. I think they still need an entire new cipher, though. I'm not, based off the decoding progress so far, I'm pretty sure they still need one more to go, unless they still have that Explorer's first cipher if they haven't already popped it. Good patience from the mercenary here, waiting out this string. Does have full presence, so you have to be very careful here. He may just go ahead and push it. Absolutely. Let's take that first hit. And unfortunately, no elbow pad from that mercenary to avoid that double hit. Taking the second hit there. Good job from the violinist getting both of those hits. We're gonna see the gardener go ahead and die in this corner. Looking at the cowboy, possibly trying to rush that 3rd stop cipher, but yeah, but he's got a full stack of notes. The mercenary is down. This is looking like a winning position for this violinist. I actually am not sure, to be honest. We're gonna see. Looking at the cowboy, he's continuing to decode with those notes on, so it could be that is the case here. But we're gonna see the violinist pressure over in this area, pushing him off of this cipher machine. Gardner is almost dead. We'll see if the cowboy potentially attempts a rescue here. Good lasso there, but I think he's gonna go down, and this is. Yeah, that's a very risky play here. He's going to go ahead and look for this mercenary, leaving this cowboy slugged, so he can potentially secure this 4-person elimination. Keep in mind, as the hunter, you want to get as many survivors eliminated as possible for your team.
Yeah, the difference between a 3-person elimination and a 4-person elimination is an extra 2 points for the team, which could, in a 2-round competition like this, it actually could possibly mean the difference between a win and a loss for the team. So it is worth taking the extra time and trying to get all these survivors down for the 4-person.
Absolutely. We're going to see the mercenary, checking the mercenary's location here. He is searching that 1st stop chest, able to find a syringe. Actually, that could be a pretty big deal if he could use this syringe to buy time until the cowboy bleeds out, possibly securing that dungeon 1-person escape. That could be a big deal. We'll see if he opts to use the syringe all the way. It looks like he's going to. A common strategy you would see when a survivor finds a syringe at half health is they'll go into one of the corners and hide, and they'll use the syringe every couple of seconds to avoid getting crows. But it looks like the mercenary is opting to just use that syringe all the way here, possibly. And yeah, it looks like that is the case here. And he's gonna... Violinist is able to locate him. Do you see this dungeon in this Godkai area? 3 stacks of notes immediately on that mercenary, using that elbow pad to try to stay alive as long as possible, but it's going to be very difficult against a full presence violinist. Able to avoid that first hit, though.
He really misses that hit, yeah. Still got a stack of notes, though. What he's going to do is, you have to remember, violinist has teleport, so even if he goes on that coaster, he's just going to get teleported on.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think he's waiting. Yeah, good patience from the violinist. A lot of people might have instantly swung and taken that free hit on the mercenary, but the violinist acknowledges, if I hit this mercenary with attack recovery, he can simply get on this roller coaster and get across the map, and I really want to avoid that if possible. He's going to go ahead and get that second no hit on the mercenary. Keep in mind, the mercenary can no longer self-heal. As long as he's able to go pick up the cowboy at this point, this will secure the 4-person elimination. He's going to teleport to that cowboy, going to be able to pick him up, put him on the rocket chair, and this will be a 4-person elimination with violinist 4 cummies.
Excellent moves by this violinist there, securing that 4-person elimination and giving 5 points to it.
Absolutely. I think the biggest turning point in the match was getting that double hit on those rescuers. That really made the difference in the match, slowing down the cipher rush and making it so the survivors were stuck with 1 cipher.
5 points to Ronin, sadly 0 points to S&P.
Yes.
So yeah. By the way, 3 people in this VC was not a smart idea at all. So I'm gonna have to sadly kick Music Man out because I want to commentate and stuff.
Why don't we just switch around or something? Or
True.
What?
I mean, problem is there's 3 of us here, and I decided not to commentate because 3 people commentating would be a little bit over the place.
one of
You
us
understand what I'm trying to say?
one of us could just mute every
Yeah.
every round.
Okay, so who wants to mute who wants to mute next?
I'll go ahead and mute, and you guys can go next one.
Sure. So
All right. While we're waiting, though, I'm gonna answer any chat questions, and then I'll mute when the round starts.
yeah, because we got everyone deserves a fair.
Oh
share.
no, Revi has arrived in chat. Interesting.
Oh, Revi. Oh, why can't to make the stream more alive? Let's just add a bit of Revi in it.
Oh god.
Synergy for the win. Synergy aren't even playing right now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like what?
That'd be nice for him to finally be here.
First round, where's the Seer Mech Forward Priestess? I mean, we saw a Cowboy, which I was pretty excited about. I think the general idea behind that strategy is they were expecting Bloody Queen on a map like Moonlit River Park, and they were trying to go for a somewhat anti-Bloody Queen strategy. Cowboy's decent against Bloody Queen. Gardner's strong against Bloody Queen as well. So
Agreeable.
I think that was the general idea behind that team comp. But decided to go Violinist, and it made the difference in the match. So.
Well, we see a very interesting team right here.
Is that Plagued?
Why? Where did he go?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh god, is that Cloudy? Jesus.
Who's Cloudy?
That's the priestess that carried you in that match we got together because he kited to dungeon. Remember?
Eli, you're not gonna stream after this tournament. Enjoy your moment.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and mute, and you guys can.
Okay, John. So we're gonna go right into this match. Moonlit River, 1 survivor pack. Ready up. Shot. I'm gonna go yell at them to be easy.
Puppet left the VC. I guess it's just me then. Hey, what's up, people? Okay, so we're on Moonlit here. Instantly goes for that Murphy. That's
Okay, I'm back.
okay. Puppet's back.
Yeah, guys, I'm back. Man's here, innit? Okay, we see a Merc, man. Which you Milan. She's an F-Pad Geisha. Now, Geisha is a very interesting character that what do you think of Geisha music, man? What do you think of Geisha?
I mean, there's this one. Now, I'm not so sure about like a round 1 pick on a Geisha, but of course, I mean, we thought Violinist round 1. I mean, in this tournament, anything could happen, especially in these preliminary rounds.
Yeah,
so.
I couldn't agree less with you, music, man. And let's see what Polar's now play pick. None of them survive.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. They're probably gonna go for that. Typically, what you want in a team comp is you want your decoder, so that's gonna be the Mac. You want 1 assist, so that could be either Priestess or Seer. They decide to choose Seer, which is definitely smart. They want 1 harasser, so that'll be the forward, and then they have 1 rescuer, which is going to be the Gravekeeper. That'll be interesting to see. An interesting pick to choose the Seer over the Priestess, because this is a really strong map for Priestess, although it's definitely acceptable to have a Seer in there, especially against a Geisha, because Seer's kind of more or less of a counter to her. But this is definitely an anti-Geisha team comp.
Yeah. I need to. We might need to get a moderator in the chat. We'll get that sorted later. So we see a mech for Civ Wave. Okay, so now we see that these allies are playing a little bit more meta in the current meta. And that's really interesting. Yeah.
So it looks like this team, we can expect as they go on, probably Mac will be the next band, and in that case, Fuller and like would probably start going to Explore instead of Mechanic, because that's usually kind of the next decoder that's used in that sort of meta team. And it is going to be Spawner 1.
Oh, yeah.
Spawner 1, so
What's the key spawn one? What's the key spawn?
I'm a hunter, I don't know key spawn.
He's gonna bump into play the mech. Yeah, I can't wait for this guy. He's gonna hunt his bot, but he will get found. Will his bot get found? His bot's getting found. And his main bot is getting found. Oh, what up? What up? That was really good bot.
Excellent start.
And he's not gonna choose to chase the bot. Tries to do just choose No, I think he saw what I mean. I'm not too sure. No, saying back here, this is classic. No, we will know with him. Okay, he's taking excitement. Wow, I think this will be a
Oh, that was a good butterfly.
Yeah, that was against the Presidents, and he's first level of. Let's see what he can do right now. Let's see what building takes. Do you think there's detention Trump build? With Nighters? That's a big fight. He doesn't want to get stunned. Hits make me mad. He doesn't know where the bot is, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so Graves gonna be going for that first rescue. And it looks like he's gonna be able to pull off that rescue unharassed. So the play needs to be able to rebound here, but they are kind of in the open.
That's gonna clean rescue, that's really good.
Yeah, that was
Dash. Terrible of the
dies on first half of Cypher though, and that Cypher's almost done.
Yeah. Right now, personally, I would rescue play and try and perform to get at least one person out, because their hunter gives them a privilege of the 4-man privilege. It should really help.
Yeah, so that rescue would be kind of more for the tie, just kind of let bot decode.
Ooh, I think he tried to dash in there.
Yeah, this Geisha definitely knows her butterflies very well.
Yeah, she is an Espage Geisha, and you don't get an Espage for no reason when you're playing Hunter. Let's see.
And you see they're gonna do that exact thing. They're gonna let
And kills Jimmy or George, whatever you want to call him, rest in peace. Sacrificial.
George.
His name's Jimmy. Okay. Well, Pat is currently hiding right now. And he's gonna go directly back into Funhouse. And he's just gonna, he has the talent, but he doesn't know where to
teleport, possibly.
He might have to switch, but who knows.
Yeah. Although the butterflies are able to go across that bridge.
Yeah, he does. The butterflies do help you buy time.
There's that butterfly.
Polar doesn't do shovel though. He doesn't
Needs to shovel. Needs to shovel.
Good
He jumps down the pallet first and then shovels.
Good discipline. Good discipline. Yeah, he still hasn't used excitement yet, because I mean, he never really managed to get a stun, or he got stunned by Plague, but excitement was really good. Let's see if he's able to hit the wave key right now. Doesn't hit that one.
And you see that Polar's is just gonna stay over by this pallet, so she hits a shovel. She's just gonna get stunned. There it was.
Yep, gets the hit. He does still have a shovel though. And Cyphers are almost going to be primed. Which...
Oh yeah, Cyphers are nearly primed. So I would expect 4 to be that risk. Yeah. Although Nelk is near. Oh, so Katz is gonna take the Cypher.
Yeah. He does see Nelk, but he does have full of football, and he can just football dash directly towards him. Yeah, see, good discipline. He does get hit. No, he just wants to take that paddle speed boost. And I think he can do it with 4 half, which is really good. Good use of football. And gets hit.
Katz is just waiting on that Cypher.
Cypher's blind.
So this is looking like a tie, but remember this Geisha needs a 4-man just to tie it.
Yeah,
Like it's secret
he
switch
does have teleport now. Good shovel, good discipline from Polar. Just shoveling, trying to buy time.
Forcing him to breathe balance each time.
Good butterfly, but still Polar doesn't get hit. Really, Polar's just trying to buy time for his teammate. He's doing a really good job at right now.
Oh, Dungeon's right there. Dungeon's right there. Is this going to be a 3-person elimination?
Could be. Who knows? I think he's trying to wait him out to get out of the shovel.
Yeah.
Good job. That's a tie now. And SMP aren't looking so good right now. Eli, you there?
I am here, yes.
Yeah, you might want to do something about the chat.
What's happening in the chat? XQ worse than Elks?
I did the usual.
Oh, Revy's starting drama. Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll get that sorted later.
Alright. Enough talk about Synergy. Let's focus on what's going on currently in the tournament.
Yeah, let's go right there. Now, the next map, let me check. Let me quickly check. Give me a sec. Let me check pinned messages. So it's going to be Church and SMP will hunt first.
Wonderful. Well played by the Geisha
So we're
Seed.
going to be
Do not
going
panic.
from that
Yes.
large map to a smaller map.
What's the next map?
Let me check. It's Church.
Alright. Well, revisiting that last map, or that last match, rather, I think the big turning point in that match was actually the Gravekeeper. The Gravekeeper played very well using that shovel to buy a lot of time in the end game. You saw the Mechanics Kite. Wasn't too long, but for a mechanic, it wasn't bad considering the bot was in play. The decoding progress was still intact. And by the time that he actually opted to chase somebody else, it was already, the cipher progress was almost complete, and the Gravekeeper did a good job of staying alive until it was all the ciphers were pretty much primed. So I think that really did make the difference in that match.
Katz also did some excellent hiding there. The Geisha had the tinnitus, but just couldn't find him in that true story.
Absolutely. Promoting that rotation. And moving to the next match. Is that SRG Poppet? Poppet playing Survivor, I see?
Yeah, but I'm not playing for any of those teams currently. They think that there's some communication errors right now. They think that SM. Okay, no, let me just sort that out.
Okay. Well, moving to the next round here, we would most likely expect a violinist ban. We saw the violinist performed to absolute domination in that first round from this hunter. So most likely to expect that violinist ban. This hunter Cummies does play Bloody Queen as their secondary main. So I don't know. Let's go to you on that one, Music Man. I know you are a Bloody Queen player. I don't play a lot of Bloody Queen, but how strong is Bloody Queen on a map like Red Church?
I'd say it's kind of about a medium strength. She does excel more in the smaller maps, but I don't think that she's
I'm not in the customs right now. What's it looking like over there?
Oh, you got kicked. I'll invite you back.
Let me invite you, Papa.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to dismiss the team. Invite me.
Okay.
Invite your king.
King, interesting.
Yeah, King Puppet. I just invite Black right now.
It says you're in a game.
Okay, let me just re-log in, and that should take.
All right, if someone's
re-log in, I see if that's gonna work.
if people are being immature in chat, chill. This is not.
Please, we are all very mature people. You know.
Hey, I learned this during one of my streams. If you click the three dots, if you're a moderator, you can actually put them in timeout.
Ooh, that's fun.
Like,
Timeout.
minutes.
Just put all of them in timeout, by the way. Wait, why are you guys in the customs?
What?
Because the match. Is the match starting?
I'm so confused.
Wait, did you wait?
SMP surviving?
Isn't that the point?
No, SMP was supposed to hunt first.
You know what? I think it doesn't matter. Let's just.
I won't commentate for this much because I can't. Like, I'll mute myself, okay?
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right. Well, moving into the second half of the first preliminary round, we do have that violinist ban, as we suspected. We saw the violinist get that 4-person elimination in the first round from the for the survivor bans. Looks like mechanic, possibly hovering over forward or mercenary. Mercenary being that best rescue character in this game currently. So expect that to most likely be that second ban, but possibly forward, not wanting to have to deal with that late game harassing that can make the difference in matches.
I would, as a Bloody Queen main, I would want one of my bans to be steered. Because if you mirror on a survivor and then the steer uses an owl, if they run in a straight line, it kind of renders that mirror kind of useless for the rest of its duration. So I don't know if we're actually going to see that Bloody Queen come out, especially because they went that anti-Bloody Queen team comp in round 1. I wonder if this hunter is expecting to show us something else, another character.
Absolutely. From the survivor side here, looks like immediately going back to that Explorer, you saw the mechanic getting instantly banned from Cummies yet again, and Explorer, that number 2 decoding option, can promote that early game rotation through hiding, can tell your teammates where the hunter is if they're in within a certain range of that Explorer, and can take down those ciphers with those password pages. It looks like we're going to have Gravekeeper and Prisoner. Not Prisoner is not something you see used all the time, but possibly could be used for decoding here. And looks like maybe the Sculptor from the hunter side here. That's exciting to see.
That would make a lot of sense, especially in a map like Church. I feel like Church is more of a Sculptor map anyways than a Bloody Queen map.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to agree with that. I mean, when I play, I personally am a Survivor main myself, and never like to play against Sculptor. It's not very fun, but especially on a map like Red Church, there are a lot of narrow, sort of alleyways and kiting areas where the Sculptor can abuse those statues, blocking up those pathways, potentially getting that quarter damage hits, and can build up for quick kills earlier on. And looks like no Seer from the Survivors, and because of that, I think Cummies might be switching back to Bloody Queen here.
Yeah. If there was that Seer, that kind of promotes more of that anti-Bloody Queen they were going for round 1. But we might be able to see her come out during this match as well. There was something else I wanted to say. I guess since a lot of times we've seen, at least I've seen in ranked, is when I don't ban mechanic, we get a lot of like those mechanic and explorer team comps, or the mechanic and prisoner team comps. So it'd be interesting to see if explorer prisoner works out for the survivors this round.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we saw this in the first round, but these survivors trying to push for that decoding strategy as much as possible. Again, Prisoner, not really one of the best decoders in this game. When Prisoner first came out, a lot of survivors did like to utilize them as much as possible, but they kind of figured out that for the most part, you know, Prisoner's decoding isn't much faster than just a regular decoder. But you know, he can finish, you know, ciphers that are almost done. You know, if a rescuer at any point has to go in for an early rescue and, you know, are unable to finish that first cipher machine, Prisoner can always connect to it and finish it themselves. So that could come into effect here. You know, we are seeing a coordinator as the other rescuer. Nothing like a forward. So I'm interested to see if this Bloody Queen opts to bring excitement. That is something you would see typically to counter something like a flare gun.
And one of the strategies to using Prisoner when he is utilized is that what he'll do is he'll try to, first of all, make a connection at the beginning that boosts the decoding speed. That's totally expected. We are seeing that excitement, but a lot of times what the Prisoner will do is when the first survivor goes down, he'll reconnect to the rescuer cipher and pop that. Because usually, ideally, they'll have enough progress there. Coordinator is here, but remember, excitement's coming out. That was a very excellently placed first mirror. It's the first hit on the coordinator. So we'll probably see that gun come out very soon.
Yeah, coordinator rotating towards his back area. This isn't typically the most, you know, the strongest kiting area for more survivors, but she's kind of forced. You see the Bloody Queen really forced her into this area. This was intentionally done, trying to force her onto the Gravekeeper cipher. He is going to be, you know, possibly have to stop this decoding if the coordinator goes down. We're going to see that mirror image to see if she can avoid it here. And no, it doesn't look like that. Is a quick 2 mirror down, dying on the Gravekeeper cipher as well. This is going to slow down the decoding progress. And this is an incredible start for this Bloody Queen so far.
Yeah, also, as, like, coordinator would be, like, my second survivor main. I also hate getting caught. This is not my favorite map for coordinator because there's so many walls. The hunter will be able to just hide behind a lot, so it's definitely a harder map to play on. But another thing with Bloody Queen is that she's definitely a very tieable hunter.
Absolutely, that is, yeah.
It'll just be a matter of promoting that cipher rush that'll make the difference between the win and the tie for these survivors.
Yeah.
And typically, when you go to just decode instead of rescuing, that tends to promote more of a tie setup. So I think these survivors are going for the tie.
Absolutely, we're going to see the mirror image being used on this Gravekeeper. Bloody Queen acknowledging that they're most likely not going to rescue this coordinator, are leaving her on share with that flare gun. It is a little bit risky, but there, you know, the Bloody Queen we do see with excitement, and they're just going to, Bloody Queen is going to completely just leave the. Yep. And we'll see if he can get that shovel off in time. No shovel at all. Goes down with 2 shovels remaining. This is not ideal for the survivors. You know, typically when you're playing that Gravekeeper, you see that Bloody Queen go after you and is about to throw up that mirror image. You would immediately shovel to, you know, take that hit from that mirror image. But unfortunately, unable to do that in either instances here. It's going to go down, taking 2 hits, you know, with no shovel available. An excellent mirror on this Prisoner. Wow.
Beautiful mirror.
Those ones are not easy, to say the least.
Takes a lot of time to be able to get that depth perception down. Took a couple months of playing her to be able to feel pretty confident in doing those things. Oh, hey, Explorer's carrying the flare gun now. Carrying the book and the flare gun. So, we'll probably see that flare gun rescue.
Absolutely. Keep in mind, you know, when you're a survivor that isn't the coordinator, the flare gun duration is actually a lot shorter. I think it's 30% shorter. We're going to see immediately that this flare gun uses that excitement, though. This is going to guarantee the hit on the Explorer, saving with no tide turner, unfortunately. But this Gravekeeper does have a shovel available. He's going to hit him out of shovel. Still has this mirror image. Let's see if he can get the down on this Gravekeeper. Unfortunately, this is going to be a pretty hard area to mirror, but still able to get the down, switching places. You see the power of that. A lot of strong Bloody Queen players like to utilize that, sandwiching in those survivors. And the Gravekeeper is dead on share. 2 people injured, still 3 cipher machines remaining. This is looking like another potential 4-man 4 cummies here.
Yeah, and reception is a very great chasing area for Bloody Queen. If you can find a survivor, like especially when you get spawn groups, like we'll take like spawn group 6, the top broken spawn. I personally really like it if like that survivor that spawns kind of around graveyard will rotate into reception because it's just such a powerful area for hunters. But particularly for Bloody Queen. Excellent switch. There's the stun, and gets it down right before the mirror ends.
Does get that
Not
down.
giving up on that mirror. And now he's going to go for that 4-man again. If he gets that 4-man, I believe that makes it so that
A secured
they
win.
automatically
Yep.
win this qualifier round.
Yeah, they are already Ronin rather is currently up 1-0. Immediately looking at that Explorer though, I think did he catch on to the trail Explorer? We're gonna have to see. Keep in mind this is an Explorer. This is a very, very hard character to find. Some Explorers can wait out the entire time.
There was the
But he did catch on to that trail,
he saw the
unfortunately.
trail. Saw
Yeah.
the trail.
Gonna get the down. He's gonna go ahead and teleport back over towards the prisoner, I believe. We'll see if the prisoner can actually self-heal in time. Looks like he's going to be able to get up. These survivors are gonna try to drag this out as much as possible. They do know they have to get at least one person out to potentially get back in this, but we're gonna see the immediate down on that prisoner there. Unfortunately, he's gonna go back for this Explorer. As long as he can get there before the Explorer can self-heal, he's only about 80% of the way self-healed. We should be seeing a 4-person elimination for this Bloody Queen, and the win for Ronin. Explorer's going to get up, give a last-ditch effort here, but as soon as this mirror image comes back online, unfortunately, there's not much you can really do, and you see the Bloody Queen just going to go ahead and wait out that mirror image
Yeah,
time
it's
here.
gonna be lights out in a second.
There it is.
So wait, is the match over?
Yeah, that is a 4-person elimination, and that will be the win.
So this is early congratulations to Ronin for going for the next round, but this is a BO2, not a BO3. So next round, if S&P say yes to next match, it will be a fun round, basically.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting on the Blood Queen to share these survivors here.
For those of you who are wondering how it works, is it goes by rounds. It is a best of 2, so whoever wins the most rounds essentially in 2 rounds. If it's a tie, then it goes off of the points, so that would be characters eliminated. If it's a tie in that, we would probably play an extra round, but it is currently 1-0 in favor of Ronin for winning that first round. So even if the Hunter does get a 4-person elimination, that will tie this round, but Ronin will still be on top 1-0 from winning that first round. They will, by getting that 4-person elimination, that does secure the win of this round for them.
Absolutely.
And looking back at recapping this last round, what made the difference in the round? I think the biggest thing, personally for me, what I saw was getting that coordinator down in 2 mirrors. If you can play Bloody Queen and get the survivor down in 2 mirror images, that really does make the difference. And you do see Seer not being on that team comp. That really was kind of unfortunate for that survivor, as it could have forced out a 3rd mirror image, bought an extra 15 plus seconds. So.
So we'll we will do another match. This is technically a fun match now because Ronin already go through.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Good GG though.
All right.
You gotta respect everyone, and they did really good themselves. But Ronin just came off as the better team.
Yeah. And also on the chat, just want to establish that everybody here is trying their best, so let's
they're all trying their best. Respect everyone. Everyone, life, equal rights, stuff.
Okay. Anyways, yeah.
I'll go ahead and mute this round.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And then we'll go to the next match, which is Happy Feet vs JST.
Yes. Next one. Let me just tell them real quick what's happening. So, we are playing a fun round. We're gonna have one more. So, Happy Feet versus JST is next, correct?
Yeah, Happy Feet versus JST. Then after this is I
Rank.
actually don't know. After rank, we got 2 other matches. I'll check on who they're going to, but it's also gonna be really interesting to watch. So make sure to stay by. Eli will also be streaming it.
Yes.
And if any of you want to carry me in rank, hit me in my DMs. My name's PØPPET, all capital letters, O with a cross, 3617. Make sure to add me if you want to carry me. Please,
Right.
I want to get to champion.
But for those of you who don't know, we are going to take a break for rank after this next round, and then we will have the last 2 preliminary
so you can
rounds.
just play rank, because I want to rank myself,
He wants to rank
so
himself.
make sure to hit my DMs.
Probably wants to be cool and get champion or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, we will have the last 2 rounds after rank. So stay tuned for that. Forbidden oyster sauce. I don't know what that is, but okay. Waiting for Poppet. He's going to go ahead and check, make sure these teams are getting into skip rank. I grind rank for no reason, but I'm one of those people, unfortunately. Yes, I know. Yeah. We're waiting for Poppet to come back. Moving into the round here, we are going to have 100 ban and 2 survivor bans. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and ban that Geisha. We saw the Geisha being used by Milan in that first round. Milan is a Geisha player, so the survivor's not wanting to have to deal with that Geisha. He's going to go ahead and ban that. And we're going to see Mercenary and Seer from the Hunter side here. Oh, no, possibly Mechanic trying to prevent that Cypher Rush.
Yeah. That's pretty standard. I'll have to see what the
I'm back.
Hunters
Guys,
Let's go again.
Okay, so we see a Geisha, Merc, and Mech ban. Interesting. Let's see what Sinal play, because I don't know what else she plays ban. Alright, we see them already throwing.
Already throwing, yeah.
We're gonna see Cat's Thief. If any of you been around here long to remember, he was a S1 Thief.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like, these survivors acknowledging that this round is pretty irrelevant in terms of points at this point in the tournament, so they're just essentially trying to have a fun round. We see Magician, we see Thief from Cats. Cats, I mean, Thief might be the worst character in the game, arguably, but, Cats used to be one of the best Thieves around, so we'll see. I'm actually pretty excited to see if he's able to kite here. I would love to see him get chased, to be honest. See that Thief come into action. It looks like we're going to see Perfumer and Magician. We're going to see that forward from Plagued as well. Again, just playing these fun characters, trying to make it last while they can, enjoy themselves. And we're going to see Milan with that Sculptor. Not opting to ban that Seer because of that chip damage Hunter. And we'll see how that comes into play here. Yes, I am excited about the Thief as well, Cupcake. Should be fun. It's a better Enchantress, It's a better Enchantress.
Yeah, understandable. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But yeah, we're just waiting on these final character selections. Looks like we're going to see that forward. You never really hear yourself say this, but we're going to have that 1 rescue triple containment type team comp.
Yeah, triple container.
Yeah.
No. It's going to be interesting.
We are seeing that Sculptor from Milan. Yep. And we're going to see that Sculptor, which I am excited to see. See quite enough of it at rank, but you always like to see the perspective of the Sculptor as well.
Sculptor spawning outside of reception.
Yep, spawning outside of reception. We're going to see someone spawn bottom broken, top broken, back 8, and I believe near God Palette as well. That is the 4 spawns for survivors. Yes, absolutely. Yep, looks like Polar is opting not to rotate here. Very, very intelligent play from him. Apparently. We're going to see the Magician transition towards Middle Broken. We saw that whoever spawned Middle Broken... Oh, no, it looks like it is Nelk. He's actually going to opt to stay there. And we may see him switch to the Perfumer. Possibly Sculptor pretty strong against... Oh, good statue. Can you get the follow-up hit? Okay, looks like going to vault that pallet for the speed boost. Going to try to transition away here. Trying to buy as much time as possible for this Perfume to come back. I apologize if there's any lag. It looks like we're going to see the forward go for the stun. Good stun there to buy some time. Yeah, that seemed, not sure how... Yeah. Misses that stun there, unfortunately. Giving a free hit to the Sculptor, and we should just expect the Sculptor to go after the forward here. You're right. Okay, well, we're gonna see him go ahead and teleport after the Magician. We're gonna see it. Oh, nice illusion there. Possibly losing trail there. Yeah, but more emoting. Wonderful. And unfortunately, vaulting into the Hunter there. Unfortunately. and gets terror shot. Might as well just feed him full presence while you're at it. But yeah, it looks like gonna see him get shared on the Cypher. I'm having such a hard time keeping this seriously, but
by the way, today was at work, so yeah, it might be a week why. Don't care at all. Last week, AFK for a couple of seconds, because he's bad. I really want to see Cat's,
I want to see the thief, yeah.
thief.
I want to see the thief. Looks like we're gonna see that double down there.
Double knockdown, so trash. Get good play, get good.
And looks like we're gonna see him spike that middle open Cypher. Oh, we might see the thief chase here. This could be
Cat's rescue, we'll get a torch stun. Wait, what did Cat say on how to get good at it? Steve, what was his tips again?
I don't know.
Perf is promoting by picking up snow from absolutely bloody nowhere in red shirts.
Oh, good perfume. We're gonna see the thief body block here. We'll see how long the thief can body block. Maybe using that flashlight. Oh yeah, this is really effective. And this is why Thief's better than Enchantress, because you can just flashlight the Hunter, and the Enchantress runs out of stuns. Moonwalk, yeah, that's right. Yes, so they are purposely throwing because this last round does not matter. They've already secured the win. Actually, something I'd like to point out real quick with this, if you guys notice, what the sculptor was doing is they were holding statues and looking away from the flashlight. That's called, what is it called? Moonwalking? Not looking. Okay, that works too.
Yeah, I think they went AFK for moments for quite some time.
Yeah.
50% of heal.
Possibly going through a tunnel on his way to work.
That guy better start getting his paycheck ready. Good luck for you. Good discipline. That's something to hit. He finally got hit by the statue. So far, they're behind. I think they're not that behind the time. They're not that behind. They're perfectly honest.
Does get the down there. Looking at the decoding progress, we have two ciphers. Two ciphers about a pop, but yeah, I think that's probably the last two they're going to be able to finish at this point based off of how this game's been going so far. It's like the only person that can actually rescue, effectively is the thief, but with full presence, it's going to be very difficult. Looks like using those statues on the thief here, trying to go for this. Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's communication ever.
Absolutely.
That's
unfortunate. He doesn't know I'm taking the coding now, so he can literally go and attack him. According to Revi, synergy is better than B4U. Interesting. Okay.
According to Revi.
It's the last round, it doesn't matter, I want to talk.
Alright, you can go ahead and talk.
Oh, I music man, I see you're disobeying the rules, I see.
Oh god.
Disobedient.
Not your slave.
I never said you were my slave. I said you were my property. I'm joking.
Wait. You see Plague using that absolute god palette there to keep himself alive. Gonna go ahead and teleport after the thief here. Has locked on his location. Using that chisel, and all he has to do is secure the down on the thief. That will be the 4-person elimination for Milan.
Or maybe let's see, guys. Maybe we'll have to get a torch done. That could happen. You never know.
See this OP thief movement.
Plagued went AFK. It sounds like excuses to me, but
Excuses. Oh, look at Cat. Come on, trying to do that thing. Play yourself, you kill. Come on, the Cats get at least one torch and a flashlight. Come on. So this is what Milan actually takes. You take a confined space.
Yeah, this is an interesting build.
This is a camping type of, just trying to get a good early game.
Well, see, what this is for is actually what they do is they bring teleport with sculptors against a 4-person team comp. This prevents rotations, all right? So we're going to see the down there, but the general idea is you build up, down, so you have detention and confined space. You have quick pallet breaking speed, which helps with your early game chase, and then you have teleport. So if the survivors are able to rotate you in the early game, you can simply just teleport on a moving cipher and prevent any sort of further rotation at that point.
Well, I think that's been interesting because teleport does tend to be used. We've seen it in IVL, but it's typically used when they're going for the tag.
Yeah, that's definitely.
It's used also more often on larger maps, so that's why it's more common on Never Sleeping than anywhere else. So Ronan will be going through to the next room.
Yes. Unfortunately, no flashlight stuns there, but, can't have everything, I guess. Alright. We will have the next round up momentarily. This will be JST versus Happy Feet. And then we're going to have 2 more rounds following rank. For those of you who just joined us and do not know.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's a little laggy, but
Right.
it's right.
Okay, I'll go check on the others.
Alright.
Just keep. Alright, good.
Ooh, yo.
Alright, well.
Alright, Eli, we're just vibing in chat now.
Yep. I mean, well, let's talk about what happened during these last few rounds. I mean, we already went over most of the recap, but I think you saw a really a dominating performance from the Hunter side on both sides as well. I mean, there was a tie with Negation in the first round, but able to get a 4-person elimination in that second round. But let's say how well Cummings played. I mean, it is hard to get a 4-person elimination with Bloody Queen, in this day. Bloody Queen with that slow mirror recharge time. So it's very difficult to get a 4-man.
I would actually argue the same thing with Violinist. I mean, in my experience, Violinist has also been a relatively more tie hunter.
Yeah.
But he was able to pressure that last cipher. He knew what he had to do, and he executed well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you saw what really made the difference in this match, in both these matches, is he was able to chair, survivors near cipher machines. And you really see that come into effect, from the Hunter side, is when you can slow down that cipher rush. The way a lot of survivors win is all you got to do is die away from your cipher. You could kite, very short, and this game is so survivor-sided to a point where if you don't die in any cipher machines and the Hunter just simply camps, you can easily secure a tie as a survivor, right? So it's, being able to chair the survivors on those cipher machines where other survivors are decoding, that slows down the cipher rush, and it makes a difference in matches, allowing for 4-person eliminations. Welcome back.
Well, recently my earphones and mic got busted because I accidentally dropped something. So yeah, it's not looking so good for me.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. All right, we got the JST captain here.
JST and Happy Feet, these are my boys.
The boys.
I'm excited for this match.
Okay, I'm busy out surviving first.
Look at the Happy Feet Hunter. Ooh, 83% win rate. Oh, I believe this is a Mad Eyes player, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Mad Eye / Lizard, yeah. We faced, when Mayhem was a thing, we faced Happy Feet, and we ended up cruising to them. Their hunters are so good.
Yeah.
Who's hunters?
Happy Feet.
Happy Feet.
Oh, what about my hunter?
We're not going to discuss that.
Pretty good.
Interesting. All Right. Anyways, let's go ahead and read the chat while we're waiting. What's going on in the chat? Everybody, nobody's like getting mad about anyone yet? Okay, good. Great.
Not yet. No, not yet.
Anybody yet?
Call of Duty. Oh, I think that's the wrong game, Via, but you know, always nice to hear that as well, I guess.
But this was always a Call of Duty tournament.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What the always was. JST has a really good Dream Witch. So
I think
we can definitely expect to see that come out round 1.
I think we need to see the JST and Happy Feet. I don't think we have Happy Feet versus Happy Feet. No mistake. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Happy versus Happy.
Okay, so which one will be
I'll
okay,
mute.
so which
I'll
one
mute
will be
this round.
for this round?
I'll mute this round. I did too.
For some reason, my right earphone, I can't get any noise.
So just don't use earphones.
No, I can still hear my left. No, see, my mic doesn't work on the iPad.
I trust you, Via. If you talk about Call of Duty, we're gonna go with it. All right. Just waiting on the JST Hunter. Should be here momentarily. And there we go.
I think they're just waiting for the hunter. Just waiting for the hunter to go. They're just waiting. Right, we got JST. Right,
The Hunter's good.
Okay, everyone just needs to ready up right now. So I will be muting for this one.
Yes, so this is almost for sure. I mean, I'm assuming it's JST that picked Arms Factory. That's definitely going to be a Dream Witch pick because I know this Hunter makes Dream Witch.
Okay, alright. I see know a lot of these people.
Huh?
I see you know these people. Hello?
Oh yeah, and then there's Ivysaur. Ivysaur played with Mayhem for a while, so that'll be fun to see. Ivy is a merc make, you know that. Can also play Gravekeeper if that's banned. But
Yeah, cool.
we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be good to see for this one. Everyone just needs to ready up and we can get this game on rolling.
Yep, for sure. So we're just stalling. Okay, match starting. So
Match is starting.
what that first ban is, we're in round 1.
So this one's fun. I think we'll see a Seer ban.
Yeah, Seer ban. I think we can expect that Dream Witch to come out. Now, the reason why you would ban Seer as a Dream Witch main is because the owl, if you hit the survivor with an owl, but it's like a leech, then the leech also goes away, but you only hit an owl, so you don't dish any damage that way, so Seer ban is not on. But the other day, I was training with Alien, and he actually prefers the forward ban as a Dream Witch, because he thinks that if you ban like the Seer, you ban your mechanic, a lot of times you'll end up going against team comps that'll be like heavily rescuer based, and you'll end up having to really pump first chase. So,
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Oh, by the way, is my one mic working? Like, how can you hear me? Is it good?
I can hear you fine. You're all good.
Yeah, because I did transfer to my phone.
We're seeing that Gardner round 1 again.
Oh, no, damn.
Yeah.
Dominus become slightly more popular.
Yeah, watching the qualifiers are always interesting because people always have really different strategies here. So
Yeah, they have different views on different characters, yeah. That is me.
there's the Perfumer, which is certainly not a bad pick, but is weak against Patroller, which, especially in Arms Factory Dream Witch, you can expect that Controller to come out. Now it's just interesting with Gardner because I'm really in a competitive setting and only really seen her used specifically to counter Bloody Queen.
I just a couple months before we did see a Garner too.
We did. I think they were expecting that Bloody Queen to come out, but
Yeah, we fine.
So, it'll be interesting to see. I know this Hunter also makes Bloody Queen, so But the Arms Factory pick almost guarantees that they're going for. I mean, it's not a bad map for like your Bonbon, your Play Queen, and your Sculptor, but they all have like respectively better maps than this. This is like the one map that's basically, you know, a Dream Witch main's bread and butter. Like this pretty much makes or breaks Dream Witch mains is being able to have a strong start on a round 1 use. And we'll just wait for everybody to confirm that that will begin the minute. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah, can't wait for this match.
Alright, so this is the spawn group. I believe that's 5. So, this is going to be Dream Witch is probably going to No Man's Land. That's pretty
Well,
standard.
the first is there though, so that is not the option you want to see out of all these 4 too.
So he's just going to go right into this.
Fine,
ruins there.
Gardener, who's actually, Gardeners actually can't do bad kites.
It's literally just weird. It doesn't matter like the bubbles there. It's all good.
Yeah, she was just waiting there to get hit. She wanted to get hit, really.
Now, another thing to note is that for Presence 1, if you get that second hit, the skill cooldown for the second leech comes up. So if you take too many hits too fast, like this with a Gardener, you really instantly win an opportunity to exploit that for some map control. And the Patroller's going to secure that early down first. But
She's Gardener has a tremendous speed, but when she gets hit, she's got more time to transition to a bad area. Yeah.
So you can see the Dream Witch is closing in on both ends with the spawn and the leech.
Yeah, that is true.
Lots of multitasking.
That's definitely.
Oh, the leech stopped. There's the early
Managed to actually sandwich her and managed to get the leech hit.
So, the important thing, the key moment for the survivor was knowing to kite into the leech instead of kiting into the spawn follower.
Yeah, because otherwise there would be another leech to deal with, and that would be a pretty big problem.
Yeah, the more leeches you have on the field, the more opportunities you get as hunter to have map control. And we don't like that.
Yeah, agreeable.
Now, it's an interesting choice to patrol with a spawn instead of patrolling with the leech. Usually what I do is I will patrol with a leech.
Good perfume. We should perfume back.
She did get perfume back.
I think that about 100 leech you can make the rescue. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. And now the murder. But no matter what, it's going to be after half at this point, so the Gardener needs to not be there.
Instantly just a blink too.
The blink switch was interesting. The Gardener's the
Good
hit.
job.
Got a leech.
Mark did get out injured, but never mind, she does get injured. And Perfume instantly gets rescued.
Yeah, that's about the best you can make out of this scenario from the survivor
Yeah, the
side.
survivors are looking a bit rough right now.
That Gardener's gonna go down. Remember, Gardener's dead on chain. 3 ciphers remaining is really tough, especially with currently 2 leeches and a spawn on the field, so that map control is also there.
And breaks the rocket ship too. That's at least it's gonna fight some time.
Gardener's doing the best that she can.
It's not a bad time. So look at cycle-wise, the 2 servers that can almost be popped. And then they have a whole new cycle.
So the important thing the survivors need to do here is they need to, in the beginning, you want to rush the leech user. But when it gets to the late game, you need to be able to communicate and regroup when necessary.
Swing split doesn't hit it. The bot's just crazy right now. Oh, mercy. Good.
Excellent play from MM.
Bit on the side, the ball is hit too.
Yeah.
So if I don't see the perfume and the mercy going directly there, Perf and Mech will be exposed right now. And she will leak both of them. And getting sandwiched by main body. Oh yeah. This looks really good for the hunter right now.
Yeah, I told you, this hunter is just like, especially on hindsight.
He stopped Perfumer. And yeah. Boychap, I think you won't try and secure that 4-man.
Yeah, this looking like a 4-man setup, especially because now he's slugging for that 4-man. Yeah, mechanic is sweet.
He does leak Perfumer. And does the Met leak. You're gonna chair Perfumer actually.
I think that rescue, that's what he's doing.
He's like, yeah. I think I'll switch to Mercenary leak.
Yeah.
He doesn't switch. I think he accidentally did the wrong switch, I would believe. That wasn't for half the.
Blink here, maybe? No. It's coming.
I was expecting the blink, but
Discipline.
managed to bait him out.
I was even like, oh, that's gonna be a blink, but no, that didn't come out. Looks like Perf is gonna die on chair.
Yeah. He does see Mech though, and I think that he's gonna slug Merc right now.
No, it's definitely the right move. When you want to secure that 4-person.
Trying to sandwich. So just leech right instantly. Merc, some of you can almost be primed, but the Mech just needs to last as long as possible. They do have an entire cipher not done, so it doesn't look too great for the survivors, and it does look like a 4-man for the hunter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a leech right on top of the Merc, and Merc has no items.
Yeah,
So,
realistically, it's a bit hard to come back with this.
gotta switch to the other leech.
I think he wants to.
Okay, prioritizing the mechanic, probably trying to get them both to use their summons.
Who's gonna switch to Merc or...
She's gonna try to put another leech on the field.
Merc can't delete enough, and he does have blink. Good blink.
Yeah, you see these clean blinks from this hunter. That'll be all about whether
That's a 4-man, and GG, that's why they pointed to JSD. And yeah, I mean, that doesn't easily a 4-man to get hard. Yeah.
and you get that 4-man, that's only a tie. So,
Only a time.
that's a lot of pressure to be put in this hunter position.
Yeah, and it's
Probably been in there before.
Been there.
All right. Music. There was a couple of questions about the concept of patroller on Bloody Queen.
Yeah, that's something I do. I'm kind of weird like that. So my whole idea behind Patroller on Bloody Queen is like, so you got your first mirror, and if you get really consistent with getting your first mirror on the survivor, so you instant mirror onto a survivor, get your first hit. The Patroller cooldown is shorter than the Blink cooldown, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll follow up with Blink. But another reason why I like to use Patroller is that Blink is specifically used in a chase, while Patroller can sometimes assist and help you stall out rescues after half or after the chair depletes if they're going for a single rescue like they do in like high tier IBL stuff. So it's also when you play a Blink or play a Patroller on Bloody Queen, you have the element of surprise. So a lot of survivors don't expect that at all, and you can catch them off guard if they go for like those last second rescues or something like that. Also, it's really hard to kite a Bloody Queen normally, and it's even harder to kite when you've got the Patroller doggo on your foot. So that's just a little insight to why I like to use Patroller on Bloody Queen. But of course, you can experiment, see if you like it. If you have any further questions in the chat, just go ahead and leave them in there, and I can address them.
Blink moaning is an underrated commentating technique. Oh my god. Can you put the results up on your server as they come in? I will. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that starting in the next preliminaries, because yeah, I'll put the results for right now after this is done, and then I'll do that as well for the later rounds today. But yeah, I mean, looking back at that first round, you know, I think the oh, he's back. But I think the really what made the difference in that match is first of all, not missing a single blink. I don't think that Dream Witch missed a single blink that match. That is I'm not surviving. What am I doing? That is that's pretty incredible. On top of that, just you know, getting an early down, incredible map control as well. Pressuring the ciphers, getting early hits. You know, if you're going into Dream Witch and you allow free hits, it's really it's a death sentence. I mean, that is just the difference in matches for Dream Witches. It's really based off of how quick can you get the first survivor down, how well can you control cipher machines, and you know, how often can you get a free hit on survivors. And switching to that blink mid game really allowed for that from the Bloody Queen, or from the Dream Witch rather.
I want to clarify in the chat. I'm not saying Blink is trash on Bloody Queen.
But he is clarifying that, guys. Make sure to attack him for that.
Comment.
Oh, yes, Music Man.
Oh, no comment.
Oh, that's probably for the best. Wait, we have 47 viewers now. It changed from 70 to 47. That's sad.
That's sad. Caleb should be commentator? No, I don't agree with that, unfortunately.
I don't agree with that. I just don't agree. I don't understand.
Alright, well, moving to the next round here, it was a 4-person elimination for the JST Hunter, which puts a lot of pressure on this Happy Feet Hunter. They are forced to get a 4-person elimination to secure a tie for this round. It is going to be Arms Factory, and I think it's going to be an Arms Factory Mad Eyes, which is actually something I'm very excited to see here. Mad Eyes, not Hunter you see used all the time, very incredibly difficult to use. It's almost like becoming a chess grandmaster, as I like to say. Do they play Dream Witch? I'm not... They could.
Harder than Dream Witch.
Harder than Dream Witch. I think you said they might play Dream Witch. Yeah, I mean, I like to describe playing Mad Eyes as becoming a chess grandmaster. I mean, that's may not be as hard as that, because chess grandmaster is a whole nother level, but it's like the grandmaster of IDV, I guess is one way to put it.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the match.
Eli,
I hope I chose low, right?
Eli should be banned. No, it's okay. Eli, I can ban you instead, Cloudy. How about that? Oh, Uno reverse card. Alright.
Gonna Uno reverse that king in it. Let's see who's gonna ban. As a Mad Eyes / Disney.
Okay, real quick, I need to address the chat. Okay, let's keep it positive towards everybody, including all of the commentators. Yeah. If there's any negativity, you will be put in timeout and or banned from the chat. So let's
Yeah, and we will laugh in your face because we're better than you.
Okay, I don't know about that, but anyways, yeah. Moving into the next round, we are going to have that Seer ban from the Hunter side here. Anything you'd like to add, Poppet?
We're going to see a great team of Merc and someone else, maybe a forward, if they have the capability for a forward, of course. Forward is really a game changer.
Absolutely. And again, that Seer ban from Mad Eyes, you might ask yourself, you know, why are we banning Seer if you can simply just fence off that out? Well, a good Seer will actually, what they do against Mad Eyes is they'll actually go up to where the Mad Eyes is consoling, and they'll just stare at the Mad Eyes, and they'll essentially just stalk the Hunter and feed them. Build up owls.
Oh, Priestess, I see. Priestess of Arms is, let's say, Priestess can't really use her full potential as if she was on Moonlit.
Right. But however, keep in mind this is a Mad Eyes, and Mad Eyes is very difficult to save because they can use those walls to prevent the survivor from actually reaching that rocket chair. But if you have a Priestess on that team with Tide Turner, you can simply just portal through the fence and still make that rescue. And there's nothing that Mad Eyes can really do to prevent that. So Priestess, one of the hardest counters, but it looks like possibly an Enchantress. Interesting. Enchantress, again, very effective against Mad Eyes.
I think I would switch the Enchantress to a Doctor, actually.
There are a few different strategies, but Looks like it is going to be
No
Priest.
Priestess again.
This is kind of the comp they've been practicing.
Okay, so that's who's gonna play.
So it'll be interesting to see if the Mad Eyes comes out.
Instantly picks Mad Eyes. No hesitation right there.
I don't know. He still hasn't confirmed it. Never mind. He has confirmed it.
No, he literally confirmed it 90 seconds. Bam, he instantly confirmed Mad Eyes.
This will definitely be a fun match.
Let's get to the next match. Can't wait to see what we're gonna see right here, right now.
I'll go ahead and let you guys see this one because Mad Eyes is pretty difficult.
We're gonna see Jeff moving directly towards middle range, but he's hiding right there. Give him 90, he's gonna try and find anyone. So look at his reflex, look at his reaction. Those are fast. You can't catch up with that. He's trying to find someone, hasn't found anyone yet so far. Let's see what build he takes. We're gonna see if he can find space and trunk with Hunt and Desperate Fight. Good choice. He sees Priestess but won't choose him.
This is the chasing build.
Yeah, this is a chasing build. I think he doesn't. He wants to know if Mech's here. Could he see the bot? He just needs to turn. He does not see the bot. He's gonna go back to his controls. He still doesn't see the bot, sadly. He's just trying to cause. He's already used all his console machines. Mech already rotated all around the world. Coming directly towards no man's land. He's now in shock and he still hasn't even managed to get any single hit on anyone. He does see the Mech open, so he can now go chase Mech. Let's see, yeah? Well, I think he will chase Mech. Mech, out of all these four, is the most easiest character you could choose. And let's see. Trying to mind game each other.
He's building up his line is what he's doing.
He managed to get mind game. Mech was going to go around, get the hit. He should blink right here. Oh, that's too difficult. That hit, though. That was
Great reactions with the Mad Eyes.
yeah. Let's see what else. Missing Priestess to go next. I'm back. We see them trying to rotate. Cypher Progress is looking okay so far, but this is a Mad Eyes not going for that interest. He just can't allow him to machine. Gets a clean save.
That's the counter that you've been expecting to see Mad Eyes.
Yeah, Mad Eyes, give him a chance to camp. He will do a good camp. That hit was a little bit unnecessary. If he gets another hit, he'll get Max Defense. And Max Defense is Mad Eyes, he will go to machine. Chances of your survival have decreased a lot.
And you can see all this multitasking here. So every time he gets a chance, he takes the short break for a while, and then he comes back and he goes for a tap.
He's holding the machine, not allowing anyone to go. Turns the ward on Priest if it doesn't hit anyone.
So multitasking as a Mad Eyes is definitely a different concept than multitasking as a Dream Witch.
Back to the ward, maybe my he's just blocking the way. We'll get to good chip on Mercenary.
He's prioritizing blocking up the survivors rather than going for shit.
I don't think they're gonna rescue this. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna rescue.
I would not be surprised if they don't. They just basically have
They need to secure 1+ to escape. The bot didn't do too much though, I would say. He has Max Defense now. He did kind of hold himself over there.
that overclock is about when Mad Eyes starts to make that transition into going for more chip damages because he can start setting up traps like more effectively. This is when he gets really dangerous, especially with 4 ciphers remaining. I mean, a lot of time has already progressed in this game, but they're only at 4 ciphers, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Also, Blink's about to come back. sets up a trap for the Merc or moves on.
He's going back to the warding right now.
I think he's looking for his next target actually to inform what's going on.
Going back to the warding.
Another down, then the survivors have to rescue pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the ball.
Yeah, but the bot kind of became useless.
Exactly.
Wait, if Mech dies and this bot dies, does when you pick up that controller, will depletion be used?
Oh, he's coming up on the priestess.
You didn't answer my question, but okay.
What was your question again?
No, like, see, if you killed the bot with the mech's controller, depletion be used?
Yeah.
Okay. The mech was dead, of course. Blink right here. Good blink, good blink. Too fast cycle rush isn't going to... It doesn't look too good. Perfect. If I was perfectly honest.
Against the Meta, you have to pallet spam. Especially since you just used Blink. You can't let it build up that much. Remember, Priestess can portal in. Skip that trap.
He does give you a good jump from yeah. He does use the portal.
Excellent trap.
I don't think he's good. I guess a good hit. GG. Let's see how much cycle-wise actually the cycles both are almost good for one actually. So they can actually tie this.
Remember, they only need a 1 minute.
They only want 1 man to escape. They could just easily pop it and throughout this detention he's got it. And both have all the items, so he can only really do one plus if they use that method.
Yeah, these survivors are definitely not fragile.
Go on the ground and basically all best. And he always sees it. Chips him out and things. That's not 500 right there. He can form it after half if it does good enough. Oh.
That's before
That was before half. Good job.
So now I can really expect Merc to need that
Oh,
extra.
Merc
Oh, never mind.
He's got cornered. He can't kill him though.
Energy in that console is about out.
It's like 50, so that's just not enough. That one's 500 though. Can you hit him from there? He's hitting Merc right there, that's for sure.
Merc's going down. That changed everything. That changed the site that was about to
Okay,
up.
everything. I think it lost Priestess. She got my Priestess. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, Priestess is up. Remember, Priestess was the... Oh no, she wasn't down. That was a double check.
That's all I yawned. Yeah. Okay, teleport instantly because of...
Well, they went away from the portals. They went away from...
Yeah, that was smart. He does get a teleport though. This does look a bit rough for the survivors right now. Both are injured and does think it's a bit hard.
I think the tough thing was having that long portal right on top of the cipher.
Yeah.
And then go that great. Beating that cipher. Bring it down. It's gonna be tough to regroup after that. Priestess might be a rescue though. If they just decide to rescue.
Trying to get more. He does have a Priestess does count some allies to an extent.
You can get out of trap.
He's gonna get hit by that apple though. When he gets hit by second, he's gonna stop for. No, he's focusing on. He's not even trying to cover now, he's trying to stop. Merc doesn't fall for overpads. He might just go back to chasing the Priestess actually. Good hit.
Yeah, because now all he has to do is land one wall.
Yeah. And both of them is gonna be hard for the rescue.
Yeah, you see, you gotta palace spam the mana because
check with you both in front into a tie. I mean, win, what am I saying?
Now, the unfortunate thing was that was the last cipher.
Well, I mean, they have that track one, but that is, yeah, the last one. Don't question what that was.
And everything okay over there?
Instagram. You know, it was actually Instagram. I don't know what that ad was though. Please, both of their locations though.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I can go over here. They did come on that cipher though.
Yeah. But like, I think by the time you want to get one person to escape, basically, two coming a little bit hard, a little bit tricky.
Yeah, the tough thing about going against the Mad Eyes is your strategy has to be a lot different than against the most tunnels. I would almost argue that you have to treat the Mad Eyes almost like you would a Dream, which is trying to
Heat up. Slow the game down, basically.
you gotta press slow the game down instead of rushing. Like if it was a blood queen, well, you want to rush that last sector, but that's not what you need to do.
He's using a mercenary now.
Perhaps like a professional character.
This match is certainly taking some time.
Also, there's a that you like out.
Like, you can't escape that one. You go through the warfare as much time. All of the cyphers that don't want to give it good stuff. Trying to find weakness. I think he thinks that Mentor is coming from the Merc. So he doesn't know Priestess is nearby.
First step, not sure.
Yeah, so you think Priestess is over there?
So what Priestess needs to do is tie away from the consoles. Try to get that point first in this game from the dungeon now. Does he see here? From there? Does not look like it.
No, yeah. So far so good though. So far so good for the I think it's gonna be a full man for the Hunter actually. I just think Survive can come back.
It'd definitely be clutch if they could pull something.
No, I don't think so. Hunter's gonna come in the ropes. Well, does that still feel? What's the point?
Priest doesn't teleport from it. That's a bit of a... Oh, she has a portal set.
Oh, he does.
Running into the hunter. You gotta turn back.
Man, yeah, I didn't think he knew it was funny. Ta, mate. Ta. I can't tell if you're any time, but it's a little bit... You does see his... Ooh, does yourself feel right there? Breaks the portals.
Spiders are definitely putting up a fight.
No, they want to get one person to escape. They gotta rush that sandbag, which is 67. This match is certainly going into rank, so you two will be commentating the rank matches. I'll be playing rank. Oh, portal fight one of them. That was a slight error. It does seem like he's gonna teleport. No, he's not gonna teleport.
Merc came in trapped.
And portal
lights out.
Priest already left, so he does not have Tinnitus, and he's not in the area, so right now they're pretty screwed everything. This match is really taking long. Man.
Like, and look at all this pressure on this last cypher. I mean, he's basically forcing away first. He's trying to get first round.
Yeah, he does have self-heal too, so there's not much point. He just needs to teleport priestess right now. I personally just teleport until, you know, I don't
think he knows the progress on this cypher.
Yeah, I don't think so. But Mark can't self-heal anymore.
Yeah.
This isn't a full man for Happy Feet. I mean, she can last, I do think she can last long to the extent where she can bleed out or heal him up and somehow pop that cypher. It just doesn't, it just seems a little bit too much in a fantasy land.
Crazy.
When you try your best but you don't succeed. Let them surrender and, well, then maybe Merc can wait. Was Priestess, is Priestess been on the long chat?
Yeah.
If he dies, maybe Merc could draw to dungeon. It looks like there's that possibility.
No, dungeon's right there.
That's mine. That's in his dreams. Love Malfall.
Friendly hunter?
Yeah, you know, maybe it's a bit hunted, right? Can we get dungeon escape? No. It's a what's something? It's King Rwanda's maximum points. So this next round will be really important. It's gonna be really important.
So, what happens in the case of a tie again?
Oh, we're gonna go. You two are gonna commentate the last two match, and you two will be timing it. And if you forget the time, well, it's all your fault, not mine. Does that seem fair?
Alright, I'm moving to a different room closer to my router, so we have better connection. Let's do that quick.
What was that, Eli?
I'm moving to a room closer to my router, so there's no lag on the stream. I just need to get over here, 1 second.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. And there goes Papa. Okay. All right. Well, let me give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, looking back at that last round, it was a 4-person elimination for the Happy Feet Hunter. This is going to tie the round, currently 5-5. So the first round is going to result in a tie, which means that one of these two teams has to secure the win for the next round to actually advance to the next advance through this preliminary round. And if it does result in a tie, we will go based off of the points for eliminated survivors. And if for some reason that is also a tie, then we will have a 1 extra match in which how does it work? Or do we go by time? I don't even know.
We go by time.
We go by time. Okay, so we don't have an extra match then. Never mind. I lied. Or do we?
We'll go for 1 extra match, and whoever wins that
Is the winner.
like
Okay.
overtime.
Right. Okay, so we will go extra. Okay.
So it's not going to go for the 3 rounds.
Yes, correct. Ronan is not the full PR team. Yeah, it's just a fun team that was put together for this specific tournament.
Jay's team member, he said, does Jay's team member, some MX dude who said he had you added Music Man, so you should invite him. So can you invite him? Good stuff, my G. Good stuff. After this, okay.
Hold on, I need to speak to Alum. Alum, yet again, if you continue with negativities towards specific people, you will either be put in timeout or banned from the chat. So I'm just going to remind you of that.
You'll be banned from the community for eternity.
All right.
Yes, Poppet will cancel you. That's the punishment.
Yeah, we're gonna get cancelled, yeah. Man doesn't tolerate.
I need this hunter to go down so I can go to spec. I mean, I can just play Survivor, you know. You can carry these guys real quick.
You're not
I don't mind. Let's look at Poppets.
Yeah, come.
Ooh, 39 win. Ooh, yikes. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of members.
Let's look at Cyclops. Ooh. 4th lucky guy.
Yeah, Cyclops.
Fourth lucky guy.
So the JST survivors will be playing again.
Yes. It looks like we will have the JST survivors going again against the Happy Feet Hunter. We would most likely expect a Mad Eye ban. So I'm actually not entirely sure what other character this Hunter plays besides that Mad Eyes. We did see the Mad Eyes be used to pretty much perfection in the first round, but
Probably either going to be a lizard or an axe boy.
Lizard or Axe Boy, okay. And I'm sure this probably is map dependent as well. Lizard, not typically, Hunter you'd see happen quite, or being used quite often in tournament gameplay, considering that at the best, I mean, Lizard is just maybe a tie hunter. But the problem is with that evil reptilian hunter is that they really get kited in the early game. You can rotate that hunter, you can kite them in the early game. Their early game chase is very suboptimal, in comparison to more higher tiered or higher ranked hunters. But Axeway, a very formidable choice, yet again, has a very fast hunter, has a lot of slowdown effects, and has a good camp as well. So I'm actually very excited to see what the selection will be from the Happy Feet Hunter. And we're just waiting on the final JST survivors to join here. And it looks like, will Ivysaur be the hunter? Looks like that is going to be the case here. Actually, not sure. Unfortunately, they do have their character knowledge block, so we are unable to view what hunters they do play specifically, but we will see in this round coming up.
Ready up, and we'll get the match started on Red Church. Okay, so, it's a lizard map, but we play lizard because they did switch. The Ivysaur.
Oh, yeah, that's not
Okay.
I've seen Ivy Survivor, haven't seen the Hunter before, so definitely interesting.
So moving into the second round, this is going to be a Red Church map selection. We are going to see the Violinist ban, so JST may be aware of what this hunter plays. And they may be target banning that bio here.
I mean, I don't know much about Ivysaurs.
Okay, it's just Ivysaur, but I don't see any Saurus at the end, just Saur. And yeah, it looks like we may see a heavier rescue comp. Yeah, as you were possibly suggesting here with that. I'm interested to see if they actually opt to go. It looks like we're going to see a Perfumer, actually. I'm interested to see if they go for something like Explorer. Again, Explorer is that second best decoding option behind that mechanic when she is banned. But it looks like from the survivors, we're going to see that Mercenary and Gravekeeper. Two of the best rescuers in the game, aside from that forward. Priestess, again, a very powerful option. And it looks like, yeah, Perfumer is going to be that final character selection for JST Weenie here. So, just waiting on the hunter selection. I'm interested to see what it's going to be. Again, I have no idea what this hunter plays, so we're going to have to find out.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to decide to go for generally speaking, there's kind of like, it's just sculpture because her ability by default under present. Your mic all right there, Papa?
Probably your mic's tripping. It's like all pretty scratchy and stuff. All right. Moving into the match here, we do see again that Sculptor from Ivysaur here, specifically probably trying to target that Perfumer. You see Perfumer, as well as okay, as well as that Graveyard. We're gonna see that Graveyard spawn, which means someone spawns top broken, middle broken, God Palette, I believe, and Backgate is the.
What's the key spawn, Eli? What's the key spawn? Eli, what's the key spawn?
The key spawn is isn't it Backgate? I don't know.
You're such a disappointment.
I'm pretty sure it's Backgate. No, wait, isn't it God? I don't know. Anyways, moving into the match here, we're going to see the Sculptor rotate towards top broken. Good rotation from the survivors. Whoever spawned top broken immediately rotating out. We're going to see them locate the Mercenary. And, yeah, opting not to chase him. But this is very good rotation so far. So far, this hunter has not located any survivor that they're really worth chasing. You don't want to chase a rescue character like a Gravekeeper. You don't want to chase a mercenary. And we see that I think that was the perfumer. No, that was the priestess already rotating out from back gate, heading towards graveyard. This is an incredibly strong kiting area, and the priestess is already gone. So this rotation is very impressive from these survivors so far, and we're gonna see him finally locate the graveyard.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate this good time, good rotation, man.
Revy would be proud.
I think we should
That's what used to happen, right?
Sculptor does have no statue though. That would be detrimental.
Do see him targeting this Gravekeeper here. But something to keep in mind is the blink is already up, which means this rotation was over 60 seconds. That's pretty incredible. The Sculptor had to make an entire rotation around the map. We're going to see him use that blink to get that first hit. And we need to see the shovel get used before. Yeah. Let's get that shovel off, though. That's important.
He's gonna be incredibly scary.
Every time you shovel, you give Sculptor more presence. She's so scary.
Oh, he gets the pallet stun. That's a big deal. You say this
This
G?
is about 3 ciphers.
Yeah. Oh, that did not hit. I think it's gonna get hit though.
Wow. He's able to avoid that hit as well.
He's being a little bit. I think he could have hit with his main attack.
We're going to see the Gravekeeper most likely go down to the statue. Yeah. Beautiful statue there from the Sculptor. But a decent kite overall, an incredible rotation.
Almost 3 seconds. Almost 3 seconds. Actually.
And something to keep in mind is the biggest deal here was the Mercenary was able to pop his Cypher machine, which means, he can transition for a rescue here without having to worry about decoding that in the later game. We'll see if the survivors opt to even save here. Looking at the Mercenary, looks like he is coming in for that before half rescue. The Sculptor, only 2 statues available here, so this is going to be very hard for her to camp, effectively. I think that's the general idea here. It looks like does get that hit. No extra hits. Elbow padding away without the double hit. That is a beautiful rescue.
Good.
Beautiful rescue.
Knowing that they have to not get double hit, that's what needed to happen.
He can die back here. Looks like to get done right here.
For sure.
A large portal. He can't make that large portal. Big portal. What am I saying?
Something to keep in mind here is I think that he might be dying on the last Cypher machine, though. I think Graveyard is one of the ciphers they're trying to decode at this point. Using that World Portal to connect the last 2 ciphers. But it looks like, yeah, getting chaired on Graveyard, unfortunately. And looking at the decoding progress. Yeah, breaking that World Portal. Unfortunately, yeah.
It looks like more like a tie now.
I think it's too early to tell.
Yeah,
It's hard to say, but they do have a cipher that they didn't even do, so.
And, oh, he sniped the Mercenary. Oh, wow, excellent perfume there. Very good save.
This wasn't too effective, though. It could not get knocked down, but it wasn't rescue. It was got down.
One Cypher machine. Yeah, one. Looks like Gravekeeper will go down the Cypher machine. See, but here's the issue is that the Gravekeeper died on that last Cypher machine in Graveyard, which means they do not have another Cypher worked on. They're going to have to heal up here and start a new Cypher. So this Sculptor, all of a sudden, in a pretty difficult position early game, has now turned this around and might be able to, come back in this match now and at least secure a tie, if not a win.
Yeah, absolutely. These survivors are going to be regrouping here. You see, they fully healed up, so
Yeah.
You got to keep in mind is these ciphers are all kind of clumped up on this side of the map. And usually what you want is like 2 ciphers together and then one that's just like way across, but you got to be careful when these ciphers are all clumped together.
That is true. Don't get the statue hit down.
Looking at the decoding progress so far, looks like the Mercenary and the Priestess rotating into Graveyard, trying to do this last Cypher, but this is right where the Sculptor is camping, so this is very risky. The Cypher, as you can see, only about a few percent, 2% of the way done. Gonna go ahead and tunnel this Priestess here, transitioning to this window. Oh, good blink to cancel the portal. That is an excellent, very intelligent play from the Sculptor there. Able to throw this pallet down. Yeah, forces them to break it. Mercenary Cypher, about 10%. Perfumer working on another one. She's going to get spiked here, though. Let's see how effectively she can dodge these statues. Perfumer, actually something Perfumer did is she acknowledges that the spike was a little bit short, and she got behind that wall over in top broken, which means even if you hit a target statue, they're gonna hit the wall, and there's no way he can actually hit the Perfumer. They're gonna go ahead and answer this world portal here, but
Yep. There's like a portal call mistake. Nice. Okay. This is now putting Ivy in a pretty good situation.
absolutely. However, looking at this decoding progress, yeah, looks like they're gonna heal. Gonna probably have the priestess. I would expect. Yeah, I'm interested to see why they're healing. I personally would have the priestess just decode this last cipher and have the mercenary transition in for the rescue, but it looks like they're going to opt to actually heal up here. The cipher is not yet primed, only about 70% of the way done, so they're cutting it really close by going for a heal here.
I think they can climb in time.
Yeah, I think they...
That's how this rescue actually managed to somehow like kill the mask Navy.
Absolutely.
Priestess rescue after half.
Yeah. It's like a Titan arm, but you never know, He's backed up on statues right now.
See the mercenary decoding that last cipher about 9% of the way done. Let's see if he can get it primed before the priestess has to transition in for this save. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to hit it.
This was the whole idea of
Looking at the sculptor here, yeah, I do not believe the sculptor. No, the sculptor does not carry detention. Keep in mind this dungeon is in the top broken area, so if this perfumer can somehow kite all the way up to that area, they might have a chance at secure. Oh, no hit at the pallet there as well. They might. Yeah, it's gonna be a good 20 seconds. This perfumer all the way in bottom broken. Keep in mind this is the worst kiting area on the map, so I'm interested to see why the perfumer opted to transition over here. This is a little scary on the side of a survivor, but yeah, just trying to force out. Oh, good dodge there, forcing out an attack recovery hit.
that is going to be a tie, so 2-2 for each team. So now, yeah, this is definitely an interesting situation. Yeah, if the survivors win the next match, then yeah, if the survivors win the next match, then Happy Feet wins. But if JST's Hunter wins the next match, then JST goes through. And then if it's a tie, it obviously goes to overtime.
Yeah, and then we will time that. Well, not we. You two will time that.
Papa, don't you have to go play rank or something?
Yeah, I'm playing rank. So you, not we. It's you.
Okay.
I think we'll work with this one. But I think I can manage to sneak in a match. If not, I'll just leave and go find someone to play with. Can you invite that? JST member music man for me?
I gotta just put it to 5.
Yeah, I did that.
All right.
Whoops, no. I accidentally invited because wrong. Whoops.
Let's address chat. Why are we talking about what did Pina do? What happened?
No, can you invite another? I'm in the room.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. We're talking about Pina Colada. Okay. What did Pina Colada do?
Pina colada. Pina colada. Eli, get up, okay?
Huh?
Eli, get up, man.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're playing pop. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no, but I was over. We don't have a third map, so, you two have to do a coin flip. What?
That's a mage.
Poppet, you know what? How about this, Poppet? Why don't you go look for a ring partner?
What?
You can, you should, you gotta go. Don't you have to get a ring partner still?
No, I think I can find one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm very popular, as people know.
Interesting.
Okay, ready? Because I will leave in 4 minutes, so I won't commentate for this one.
Alright.
So for the next two matches. But yeah.
Alright, everybody take note. Puppet's abandoning his own tournament.
Oh wow. Damn.
Well, I have to prepare the other two matches and then do my
And
own thing.
prepare for rank. Don't forget, rank is important. Rank is important.
Rank is important.
Yeah.
You can suffer them all. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right.
Dream which man.
Yeah. Moving into the last match here. Again, this was a tie for the first round, and a tie for the Happy Feet Hunter. So. We're going to see that Dream Witch ban from the survivors here. Not wanting to have to go against JST's Dream Witch. We saw them use it very effectively for that 4-person elimination in the first round. And it looks like, ooh, Explorer ban. Wow, that's not something you see
It's the
very
Bloody
often.
Queen. That's definitely Bloody Queen because Explorer soft counters Bloody Queen.
All right.
Because when the Explorer is small, the mirror doesn't have visual in Explorer.
Absolutely. And it looks like from the survivors, they're going with that anti-Bloody Queen team comp. I was actually I was studying some of the Chinese meta teams, and this is how they beat Bloody Queen. Is they actually use Gardener and Perfumer quite often. And you might think in theory these two survivors aren't the best, especially against all these chip hunters. But if they know the hunter is going to be a Bloody Queen, using that Gardener that bubble can simply just block a mirror image, force out an extra mirror from the Bloody Queen. The Perfumer can perfume those mirror image hits. And it's very difficult on a Bloody Queen hunter to secure it down on those two survivors in particular. So she's going to be looking for that mechanic early game.
Now you gotta be really careful when going this team comp in a round 2 because you give them the opportunity to play that sculptor because I know this hunter has been working on their sculptor a bit, so it'll be interesting to see if we see that sculptor over the Bloody Queen.
Absolutely. And from the survivor side, immediately from Ivysaur, we're going to see that Mercenary character selection. Again, Mercenary, the best rescuing character in this game currently. We're going to see Mechanic. Mechanic, obviously, the best decoder. The two most meta survivors, to say the least. And it looks like, we're going to see Gardener and Perfumer, again, really targeting this Bloody Queen, wanting to take this down. Again, these survivors, they need a win in this situation to win to win the round. A tie would force an extra round here. But these survivors, I think they're just going for it all. Again, going for anti-Bloody Queen. We'll see how this actually comes into effect here. And we'll see how this round plays out. And something to keep in mind is the spawn is very important. If the Bloody Queen spawns close to the mechanic, that also will make a huge difference in this round.
Yeah.
All right, loading into the match here.
So it is going to be that Bloody Queen. This is going to be the spawn group 1, and I would assume this Bloody Queen's going to go back gate. Yeah, we see Bloody Queen's going that way, and the mechanic is actually right there.
I believe that's the Gardener. I think that's the Gardener, right?
Is it?
I think it's the Gardener.
Oh, that's Gardener.
It's Gardener.
Never mind, I'm blind.
And you see there is that bubble just at, on cue. Unfortunately, finding that Gardener first, it's not too bad for the Bloody Queen, but does force out a mirror image to no effect essentially because of that bubble. And you really see, why Gardener is actually effective against a hunter like Bloody Queen, and why Gardener is used in the the Chinese meta team comps. We're gonna see her loop this graveyard area as long as possible. You typically don't want to loop graveyard too long. We're probably expected to throw this pallet down. No, she's going to keep going here. This might give up a free hit by not using that pallet, I think. The Bloody Queen might be able to get a free hit on the Gardener here. It looks like that is going to be the case.
The bubble's coming.
Going to get the bubble back, but this Bloody Queen is smart. She's going to go ahead and wait out the bubble cooldown. I think it's only about 5 seconds, and it is down there. And it's going to use the blink to get the down. That is a quick down on the Gardener. And Basement is there as well. Dying, I think that died on the... Yeah, died on the Mechanic's bot cipher. Additionally. This is, and this is why when you're in Graveyard, you gotta just essentially, pallet spam as much as possible. Graveyard's not the best looping area, but it does waste a lot of time because they do have a lot of God pallets there. But the Gardener, unfortunately, not taking advantage of that. And the Bloody Queen, able to get that free hit without using a mirror. We'll see if she can get the kill on the bot. using that mirror image bot, getting out of range, as far away as possible. This is very good discipline from this mechanic. The Bloody Queen unable to get the kill on the bot, so that is a pretty big deal. You see this middle cipher, also partially done, so if the survivors ever opt to transition in for a save, which I don't expect them to do, I think they're playing for a tie, but it looks like no. It looks like the mercenary is going to come in, possibly pressure a rescue here.
So what this hunter needs to do is rush the rescue.
And gets the hit with no attack recovery, and they're gonna leave. They're not gonna even save at this point. Wow.
That's gonna be a stop.
This is incredible discipline from this Bloody Queen. Now acknowledges they're not going in for a save at all. Maybe just gonna go. I think they're just gonna go ahead and share this mercenary. 4 Cypher machines still remaining. 1 survivor down. 1 person on share. Unfortunately for this mercenary. Is gonna be going down here in a second, and this Bloody Queen, incredible camp game. It is not easy, to stuff a mercenary. I mean, the mercenary, the best rescuer in the game. That's just incredible discipline, incredible control from this Bloody Queen. Able to get the second hit as well with that mirror image, and he's gonna be on the rocket chair. This is gonna force a rescue at some point, and the decoding progress, still 4 ciphers remaining. This could be a winning position for the JST Hunter.
Even use the perfume.
Did they not use? Oh wow.
No mercy from this hunter. Max here, we're just gonna get a hit. Probably go for the double hit there. Yeah. That buys a lot of time.
And yeah, I don't expect the Bloody Queen to actually chase the mercenary. It looks like they're just gonna go ahead and take down the mechanic, possibly transitioning targets to the perfumer here, boss, maybe. Perfumer is at half health again, like you had mentioned. It looks like, yeah, they're gonna go after the perfumer. Blink is online. We're gonna be able to get the down on the perfumer. 2 people down, 1 person injured, someone already eliminated with 3 cipher machines still remaining. I think this is just like a 4-person elimination, situation for this Bloody Queen. And you saw the downside to that perfumer not using that perfume when getting hit with that mirror image. And I think that's a huge turning point. That's gonna be, a big difference in this match.
You're rewatching this replay. I'm proud of you. I like this. I like watching Bloody Queen gameplay, of course, because I'm a Bloody Queen.
Bloody Queen is able to get the down on the mechanic. I believe the mechanic actually ended up using that self heal. I think the bot got to 99, but they were able to kill the bot before. They were able to get the heal off there. So he can just leave this mechanic slugged. He can hit this mercenary down, and he can simply just go after the perfumer here. Once you secure this down, trying to body block, unable to do so, and this is a 4-person elimination situation yet again. The mercenary may try to go and heal the mechanic, but no, it doesn't look like it. I think the survivors at this point have acknowledged there's no way they can secure a tie in this match. And the huge shout out to the JST Hunter. Incredible gameplay, 4-person elimination. Happy Feet is a very good team. I see multiple alicorns, multiple S badges, but securing, again, like we said before, securing a 4-person elimination with Bloody Queen is not easy, and it's incredible that this Hunter was able to do so here.
Yeah, and I just want to comment, I've got a lot of respect for the Happy Feet survivors. Last time we went against Happy Feet, they were able to go against us. The Hunters did absolutely amazing, but the survivors also are very good. So just, I have a lot of respect for the Happy Feet survivors. When I went against them personally, they tied against both my Hunters. So that just shows how much these survivors have been working these survivors and stuff. So definitely great survivors. They just ended up getting outplayed in these matches, but I've got a lot of respect for the survivors as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw they played to their full potential, but the JST Hunter was just played so well. I mean, this is again a very Happy Feet, a very good survivor team. JST Hunter played well. JST survivors played very well, as well. Securing a tie against Ivysaur in that last round made it so there was a lot less pressure, on this JST Hunter to secure. All they had to do was secure a 3-person elimination. Was able to do even better than that. And that is going to be the win for JST, defeating Happy Feet here, moving on to the next round. That is actually going to be it for the current preliminary rounds. We are going to have the second 2 after rank. Music Man, myself, and Puppet will be back for that. I will be streaming that yet again, so stay tuned for that. And as for tomorrow, I'll give a little information on that. For tomorrow, music will be streaming on his YouTube. I do have the link. I think maybe not. I don't know, but I have it in my Discord, and I think Poppet does as well. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. We will have the stream back up shortly after rank ends. So good luck in your guys' rank matches if you're doing that, and we'll see you all in a bit.
Yep, so we'll see you all at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and hope to see you all